We never left, and we are back like we never left, back in Loyalty and Friends. This is the podcast edition. Yes, I'm your boy EA. You already know what I do, man. That's what I do. And this week we are just talking to Loyalty. We getting to know her. We just got off IG and we told a whole different story. We told a whole different story. So this story gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be a little controversial. We want to know some things. We want to get down and dirty. We want to get up in there.
What y'all want to know? What y'all want to know?
So, hey, go ahead, introduce yourself for the people that didn't see the IG and they don't even know. I don't want to just jump off the cliff yet. I just want to reintroduce yourself.
Yeah, so hello everyone. I am the one and only Loyalty. Don't get it twisted, okay? And of course, my government name is Cassandra Mitchell for those who don't know, but I definitely prefer Loyalty. And that's just like my rebirth for sure. So for those who maybe missed part one of our interview, I would definitely encourage you to go to Instagram. And it is posted on Instagram, so you can see that part one. And it's not too long. It's less than 30 minutes, about 20-some minutes for you to get through that part one. And this is part two. So we're going to switch it up a little bit, get a little bit more juicy, get more into it.
Yes,
but yes, juicy. I am
Juicy.
from Atlanta. For those who don't know, ATL in the building, born and raised for sure. So I'm ready for this interview. Let's get it.
Yes. So part one, I remember you did speak of, you say you had 3 chitlins, right? 3 chitlins
Yes.
and a bonus baby. And a bonus baby.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more
Yes.
about the babies, man. Tell me a little bit more about the family life, like the family life.
So I would love to tell you more about my children, and they are so dear to me. I have 3 beautiful girls. My oldest will be 21 actually in January. I have one that's 18 and she'll be 19 in February. Then I have my baby girl who's 15, and my bonus child, which is my niece, she's 2 years old. So I started early. I had my kids.
I was gonna say, yeah, like 3. You got 3 girls. That means you started and because you don't look old enough to have 3.
Yeah, I have 3 girls. I had my first daughter when I was 17, 12th grade. 12th grade, my last year of high school. I ended up having my first daughter actually. So, but that changed my life. It really did. So, no complaints.
How did it change your life? How did it change your life?
Well, I think at that time, because I was a teenager, and not that I was a troublesome teenager, whatever, but I was looking for love in all the wrong places. And I think a lot of young girls kind of get stuck in that same phase where they don't know where to look or where to turn. And they're basically connecting with the wrong type of people with the wrong influence. And my dad, I always knew who my father was, but he wasn't as present at that time. So I didn't really have a real father figure to really guide me in the right way. So I didn't know what real love looks like. And I think the first interaction that you have, or the first, image of that you would have, is with your father. So because I kind of missed that, I think, a lot of the guys I was talking to, older guys I probably shouldn't have been talking to because I was underage, and a lot of times it was more like, they was manipulating me to do the things that they wanted. And I felt like, if I didn't do certain things, then I wasn't showing an act of love, So
like what? Like what kind of things are they having you do? They're having you been in and reaching?
Well, being sexually active at a young age, so that was a big part, because I'm thinking and a lot of we weren't using protection, which is how I ended up getting pregnant in the first place, So
right. Okay.
Right. And
so what's the oldest man? What's the oldest man you rock with?
Well,
at that time? What was the oldest?
When I was 16, my boyfriend at the time was 20. I remember when I was
That's
18.
Not bad. That's not that bad.
And when I was 18, I was dating a 28-year-old. So he was 10 years
Damn.
old.
Okay.
And
there you go. Yeah.
Right.
And he was 28. He had your diet straight.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I can dig it. So is that the one you had the baby by?
Actually, I had a baby by both of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had my first one when I was 17. I was 19 when I had my second daughter. So my first daughter is by my ex, who was 20, and then my second daughter, her biological father was 28. Yeah.
Okay, and you was 18.
18.
Okay, but you was keeping up though. Okay, shout out to you for keeping up with the 28-year-olds.
Well,
So
that
what's
was
going
very
on?
short-lived, you know. It was very short-lived, and honestly, he wasn't really a father. And shout out to my first child's father, because he really stepped up to the plate, and he has raised all three of my girls. Two of them are his children, of course, and my middle daughter, she had a different father. But I appreciate him for really just stepping up to the plate and
Oh,
just
that's
being
big.
a phenomenal father as he was, yes, and
That's
is.
what's up. So what you doing these days? Like, what you got going on now? What's cooking? Good looking?
Well, not much. I mean, I'm single. And
Yeah,
I know
what you
that's a
got? What you got
question a
going
lot of
on? Because
people would
people want
like
to
to
know.
know.
I mean, you
Yes.
always on Clubhouse. You always like promoting. You always like in your social media element. And follow Loyalty and Friends, man. Follow the whole platform. Just Google it and follow what you see, right? I'm always seeing you working. So, I mean, you got time to keep up in that space. Like, tell us about that.
Well, I mean, it's not that. I mean, I have been approached by a few guys, but I just don't think it's the right energy. And at this phase of my life, I'm looking for something different. So, a lot of that start with self worth, because a lot of when it comes to relationships, it's not a one person streak. You understand? So
Mhm.
it's multiple reasons why it comes to an end. So you kind of want to do the research on yourself and do that self work to kind of figure out, okay, what role did you play in the breakup as well, so you can be whole, and that way you're not bringing baggage or trauma into your next situation. So that's what my journey has been the last few years. It's really working on myself. And so I feel like, this time around, God will reveal that to me. And when the right attention and the right person comes into my life, then I would be willing to really partake of it. But I haven't seen the right energy when it comes to a male encounter at this point. So,
Okay, so you
which is
saying you
why I'm still
basically single.
single.
Okay, okay, I see you. So ain't nothing mingling. You ain't even ming. Are you mingling or are you just single?
No, I'm just doing me right now. That's it. And doing me just really consists on just building. I'm in the building phase and just getting things in order for myself. So again, like I said, I do feel like I am ready to get out there. I'm ready to date again for sure. But I'm just not gonna entertain anything that come my way. Because
So
for
what
one,
type of
I am the
so
prize. Okay. Let's
what
not
do
get it
you want to
twisted.
what would you like to see step your way? What kind of man would you like to see
Well,
step your way?
someone who's very respectable, who got their things in order. And when I say that, like, you're not staying with your mama and all of that, you need to have your own place, because I have a place of my own as well.
Right.
So, so I don't want to have to feel like, I want someone who's established, I say that, and who has morals about themselves, who put God first, because that is so important. We have to be aligned when it comes to our principles. And
Mhm.
whether you worship God or not, I can't have a non-believer on my team. That's just not gonna work for
Right.
me. And a family person, someone who's about the family. I have children on my own, of course, so it's important. I don't wish to have any more kids, okay? So I want to be
Oh,
clear about that. I don't wish to
so
have any
so
more
basically the
children, but
sex can be whacked then. So as long as he got all those other things, he believe in God, he's a good leader, a good man, whatever. The sex can be whacked. It's just whatever. Cause you ain't.
huh? You said the
That's what I
sex can
said.
be whack. Oh
Yeah, cause you
no.
don't want no more kids. Like the sex
No,
can be
I mean,
whacked.
just because I don't want more kids don't mean
So
that
is
I'm
that
not
one
gonna
thing
be
that?
active. I
So
do
is that
believe in
one thing he
pleasing
has
your
to have?
mates.
So hey, your fans want to know. So I'm just saying, like, is that one thing he has to possess? Do he got to possess the magic in order? You know what I'm saying? Because you did name a
Absolutely,
healthy
because I
list.
got the magic, so he got to come correct too. Like, it
Okay,
ain't no
okay.
one way
Well, say
street
that
for
then.
sure. And I,
Say
I
that
think
then.
sex is a big part. It plays a big part in a relationship. Some people may not agree to that, but it does. You understand? And I do believe, like, if you're not pleasing your mate, a lot of times that can be part of why the relationship don't last as well. So for
Mhm.
me, that is a big part of the relationship as well. So I'm not going to say
Okay,
that
so
I'm not. I want someone who can be sexually compatible as well, who can rock
okay.
to my beat. So
Rock to your beat. Okay, guys, y'all hear that? She said she's single. I'm just reiterating. And now I'm a counselor. I'm being a counselor now. You hear what she said? She's single, ready to mingle. And if you step to it, you gotta have, You know, God first. I'm gonna go in order. You gotta go God first. You gotta be family orientated. You gotta have your stuff together. You gotta be established, and you gotta be on your A game. Your A game. I don't know what happened to her. She just came up missing for a
I'm
second.
back. No,
Okay, she
someone
back.
asked were we still live, so I had to let them know. Yes, we are. So come join us. Period. Okay. But
Absolutely.
yes,
And
we
don't
are
miss the
here.
bus. Don't miss the bus, guys. Cause I was finna make her bust, but y'all just broke it off. Like she's in the dark. I missed my checkpoint. I was finna make her go, but I couldn't. Now I gotta start all over. Now I gotta start all over. It's y'all fault. Whoever just texted and did whatever just came right between my energy. Okay. So what you got going on? What's coming up 2023? Yes, what's coming up?
Yeah, so I think you all will see a lot more of me coming live. You know, I took a break from the live or doing the video part of the podcast, but I think it's time. It's time for us to really get in that next phase and the next chapter of, you know, Loyalty and Friends, the podcast. I'm looking for more guests, more people to really just tell their story, because
Yes.
I truly believe that people, I mean, we all sell a lot of the same products and services. That's just a known fact. Okay. But what people truly buy into is the person behind that product or service. So it's important to be vulnerable and allow people to really get to know you as a person, as an individual, so they can really connect. And that's how you really get your support. So I want to be that person who encourage others to really just speak out if it's something, even trauma that you're dealing with and you're afraid to speak on it, man. Don't be afraid, because it happens to a lot of us. A lot of us have been through molestation. A lot of us, you know, are still going through some situations that we may feel embarrassed, but it's no need to be embarrassed about it. I truly feel like, you know, that's just a situation that happened. It doesn't define who you are at this point. You determine how you're going to move forward in any situation. So once you talk about it and you get it out of your system, then I truly think that gives you the courage to move forward in a more positive manner. So I think God just, he put me in a place where I can kind of be the voice for a lot of people who are afraid to speak on things, because we got to let the embarrassment go and just really bring awareness to the things that are really affecting our community. So
that's what's up. Hey, you well spoken, man. I met you like a couple years back, and I just remember the challenges that we've been through. I remember some of the things we've been through. Like, you are amazing. Now I love the speaking. I'm just sitting back listening. Yeah. So how can the people support you? Like, if I was wanting to support you and just really help you get to the next level, what could I do to do that?
Yeah, so definitely tap into the YouTube channel. I need to grow my followers, grow my subscribers for sure. I haven't been promoting as much, but again, you can definitely see more of this, more of us here on the Loyalty and Friend podcast, and which is every Friday. Typically, you'll get a live broadcasting around 7 to 7:30ish. But yes, tap into the YouTube, tap into the Facebook Live, okay? Also, we have TikTok, man. Your girl be TikToking it up as well. Don't play, all right? And outside of that, I do have some promotional things going on. So I do have an online storefront, the Loyalty and Everything online store. So yes, you can get you a shirt. I got the hoodies. I have, you know, sweats for the men and women. So tap into some of the merchandise that will be coming out, and I will be revamping that very soon. So look for some new designs coming your way. But outside of that, I do promotional products as well. So if you need a promotional flyer, if you need a promotional, like a promotional video, you need help with a customized website, online storefront, we also sell banners, backdrops, fitted tablecloths for your promotional needs. Tap in. I can definitely help you in those areas as well. So yes,
So
I would love the support.
So just to switch it up a little bit, to take it back, because I know we got about 6-7 minutes left. In part one on the IG, man, you definitely disclosed that something happened with the documentary, and it turns you into a writer and blah blah blah. I want you to give I want you to give your Facebook and your YouTube guys the same dose. You owe them that much too. So go ahead and talk to them a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I plan to start writing. I want to get a book out here, and the piece that I want to write on is about turning your pain into purpose. I think that is so
Yes.
important because a lot of people are suffering. They're going through things, whether it's experiencing a death, you know, losing a loved one, or just depression or whatever situation you're going through. Whatever that pain is, you have to learn how to channel that pain and turn that pain into purpose, so you can be a better individual and be on your growth pattern and be able to do the things that God has intended for you. So that's going to be my first writing, but it goes beyond that. That's just first of many. So I just put a date on it. I didn't have a date before, but I want to be intentional. And I feel like sometimes when you really want to see something come forward to fruition, not only do you want to speak on it, you want to write it down as well. So the date that I'm putting in the atmosphere is going to be August the 13th, which is my birthday, by the way, for those who don't know. So yes, tap in. August 13th, you should expect to have some book out with my name on it, Loyalty. And it's going to be about turning that pain into purpose.
I love it. I love it. I appreciate that. And before I let you go, how can the people follow you, yo?
Yeah, so all my social media platforms, you can find me at Loyalty in Everything, no slang. Okay, so spell it out. That's Loyalty, the word N-I-N, everything. And
Yes.
also on Twitter is Loyalty in EVT, because it was a little too long for Twitter. They won't let me get my loyalty and everything. So that's
It is too long.
Loyalty.
Yes.
I as in India, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward, V as in Victory, T as in Tom. Okay, Loyalty in EVT. But on all my other social media platforms, you can find me at Loyalty in Everything.
Shout out to you, girl. You doing your thing. Part 2 is complete. It's nearing end. I see the flight attendants is getting, you know, people getting their drinks and stuff, putting it in the trash. We finna land the plane, and then we gonna end up on Clubhouse, which is where the after party is, where we gonna talk about how this experience was for you, and you know what I'm saying, get it back right. So I'm honored.
This is the first minute. I will say that. I think, you know, maybe in a few months we can redo this again, because it's other parts of my story that I haven't revealed, and I think we got to dive a little bit deeper, even through the trauma outside of just losing my brother, and how I even ended up with my 2-year-old niece. I think that's important, but we can't get it all in one segment. So I think we should definitely do this again.
And again, and tell your friends, like, make sure they do that, and we can definitely do it in part 3 if you like. In part 3, we can go as deep as you like, because that's where your real fan base is right now, from where I'm sitting, you know, and where I see it at. I know that they're gonna come and see and sit in the audience and wait for this. So I'm honored to even be in the driver's seat, to have have this privilege to talk to you, man. This is history. Like years from now, they'll still be looking at this, man. Shout out to my brother LP from the the production. You know what I'm saying? That production piece is so important. It's crucial to the game, but I couldn't do it without you, brother. Could not do this without you, man. My brother.
Our brother of the Pick TV network, he did a tribute to Loyalty in France, and you can find it on YouTube through the Pick TV network, of course, and that's the PIC TV network. Okay. Thank you, Mr. David. We appreciate that, because that's big, and it was dedicated for Loyalty in France. So I do need y'all to go run that up as well for our brother.
The Trigger Warning Podcast. The Trigger Warning Podcast.
Yes, LP, come on there. I want you
all
to
a family. We all a family, brother. We a family. Support anything you see podcast, anything you see with EA a part of it, or LP Loyalty. Support the family. That's 2023, brother. Talk to us a little bit about that before we go.
Thank you. I love you, Loyalty. I love you, Mr. EA. 2023. I know a lot of times people say, "Oh man, you shouldn't say something like that," because that's the same thing that a lot of people said in 2020, and then the pandemic happened and all that stuff. And I say, you know what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, whether it's a pandemic, whether it's whatever it is. But it's so funny when people say that, because you always hear people say, put it out there, put it in the universe, call it, make it come to pass and all this stuff, like speak it into existence. So we speak it into existence. Loyalty and Friends, analyze this topic, Trigger Warning Talk podcast. I'm so happy with the podcast. Peace and blessings and my flowers to Queen Loyalty, because she was the first inspiration for me doing the Trigger Warning Talk podcast. We're at 950 and counting downloads since April of this year. We just did our 36th episode.
That's huge, bro.
We do a show every Thursday, a new episode. We got some big things coming. We talk about trauma. It's trigger warning. So we talk about domestic violence, human and sex trafficking, sexually based offenses. We changed one of the titles. We used to do missing persons. We're still going to do missing persons, but because of Mrs. LP and the work that she does with missing persons, and because she's a true crime detective, like for real, like seriously, we switched from missing persons to true crime, and we're going to be incorporating the missing persons under that. That's going to open up for so much more content that we're going to do. Because y'all don't know Mrs. LP. When I say she's a true crime detective, she's a true crime detective.
Bro, I do not want to interrupt that, bro, but I just got the coldest chill in my bones, my guy. When you said that, she gonna solve some shit. I'm telling you, she finna solve some shit.
I think I should have went in that limelight of work. Seriously, like if I could have redone it, I think I would have definitely followed that path for my career.
It's about to be on and popping.
Yeah, hey, whatever we can do to support that, bro, we got to be more intentional. 2023, we got to lock arms like they do, and kind of like a chain. That's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be supporting each other, guys. So not to be rude, but man, I appreciate everybody. But we're gonna get over to Clubhouse because that's where they want us at, right? So 5 o'clock is the show. Absolutely.
I got one question for Lord. Did you give the listeners the calendar of events in Clubhouse? The shows that you have each week?
Yeah. So if you are on Clubhouse, definitely tap into the Loyalty and Friends Club, of course, but also join our house. Okay, we have the House of Loyalty and Friends, and I have pinned to the top of the house. We have a full rundown of all our rooms. Okay. So I can definitely give them to you all real quick. And we kind of downsize a few of them just so to give people back some time to their day, because we're running 6 days a week. So, of course, on Mondays, we got the Monday Morsels of the Master with Reverend Latrell Bailey. So that is our Monday room. But also we support Analyze This Topic featuring Tea Time with T. Of course, man, because he is a true supporter of Loyalty and Friends. So it's only right that we give that same support back for sure. On Tuesdays, we have our Testimonial Tuesday / Motivational Tuesday now. Okay, we kind of combined the two concepts, and that is from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also join us for the Men's Mental Health Room, Men's Mental Health Hour at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Loyalty and Friends. We also on Wednesday have the Speak Sister Brother Speak journaling, the guided journal workshop with our sister Coach K. Renee, along with our brother Mr. Larry LP, as we know him. Okay, yes, they are running that show, and journaling is not just for women, it's also for men. So you all should come. Definitely get those thoughts out your mind and put it on paper, okay? Because it's definitely therapeutic for all of us. And I want to continue to encourage you all to come to the journaling. But also, we got the Men's ESN Barbershop Talk, all about the mental health, man, where you can let it out and they just really talk it up, chop it up with the men. All the men support one another. It's a beautiful thing to see. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. Thursdays, we got Thankful Thursdays, because there's so much to be thankful for, man. We got to continue to give praise and glory, because God has allowed and opened so many doors for each and every one of us. So let's continue to share what we're thankful for, but also join us for the women's mental health hour, okay, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays, man. You don't want to miss it. It's definitely a sisterhood, and the brothers are down below supporting us. On Thursdays, yes. Hold up, let me rephrase that. So on Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch us on the Women's Mental Health Hour, as well as Friday. You're always going to get a podcast, okay? Unless it's like a vacay or anything, but each and every Friday, we have the Loyalty and Friends podcast. You will see us here live on YouTube. You'll also see us live on Facebook, Instagram, but also come join the audio room in Clubhouse at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Saturday, the last day, we got financial literacy, okay? We got the money mindset Saturdays with our sister, Miss Cheryl Gibson, okay? So if you really want to win get the right relationship with your money, man. There's no way you can lose. So come and get those good tips free of charge. We're not even charging people for this.
And we support a host of other rooms. There's a lot of great people that come into Loyalty and Friends that have their own
shout
spaces.
out to Miss
You know what I'm saying?
man, because she do Club Hood and Holy. And
Absolutely.
she got 𝒍�𝒏𝒂𝒍𝒐 Ministries, man, which is super big. So I appreciate her because
Club Hood and Holy,
DJ.
guys. Club Hood and Holy, guys, is coming to a city near you guys. And right now we at the end of the road. That's why we just jumping in here. So LP, any other rooms we need to shout out, because I want to be obedient, because there's a lot of supporters, and I don't want to think that we just all about Loyalty and Friends, because it's not. It's really, they are friends.
They are friends.
And I know I support a lot of rooms, like Mendables. Oh my goodness, salute to Mendables.
Yes,
oh, yes,
Mendables,
yes,
man. Sophia, May, Jahan.
Yes.
We love y'all, our brother OG.
Bridging the Gap. I love Bridging the Gap.
Mendables. We got to shout them out, man. That room is amazing. That's another big room on Clubhouse, one of the biggest mental health rooms on Clubhouse. And it's just amazing just to be a part of that community as well. So, yeah, shout out to Mendables as well.
Yep, Bridging the Gap.
Hey,
my sister Tamara Wills, she's actually doing big things over there. She's definitely putting that pain where it ain't. That's where it all started. That's how I met the Queen Loyalty, and that's where it all started. So I always want to shout her out. She is definitely worth supporting. Figure it out. Just got to figure it out. You know, it's not for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody, but that's why we putting it out there for you. Do what you got to do. You make your own decision. You understand? So, yes. But, yes, we got 4 minutes. Got 4 minutes before we got to have this after party, man. Bring your drinks. Bring your slippers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get all the way turned up. We're going to talk about everything that we already did and really just do our thing. Let's do it. And I appreciate everybody for supporting. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, either or, I appreciate the support. Ms. Loyalty, appreciate support. My brother LP, appreciate the support. Until next time, guys.
Bye.